Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just 2 minutes only to check if everything looks fine. 2 minutes only, please. It seems that probably okay, so everything looks fine as I see. It seems that okay, so everything looks fine as I see. It seems that so we are going to begin with the news events that we will have during the coming days. So we are going to begin. As you can see from the economic calendar, for today, it was almost empty. The main economic event it was related with the data from Eurozone. We had the CPI data here. They came out like the previous months, and also the GDP numbers came higher than expected. Also, this result was not mixed, but we can see that euro is barely recovering, so it was, as you can see, this is only is not moving at all for today, so it is just moving up and down. The next one that we have on Tuesday, we can see that we have the Bank of Australia interest rate decision. It was 4.1%. That is expected that it will be 4.35%. For this reason, the market is supporting the USD Australian dollar for today. So this is overall, as you can see. That is why all the Australian dollar currency pairs are moving on, are supporting, let's say, a stronger Australian dollar. However, the most important part here will be related with the press conference and their interest rate statement. The problem is because they have to define if they are going to stop rising the interest rates or they are not going to increase them again. So let's see, it will be very interesting. So far, Australian dollar is pushing a lot in the market. It was one of the strongest currencies. The next one that we have for the rest of the day will be ISM manufacturing PMI. So the most important event for tomorrow will be only related with the Australian dollar currency pairs. It will be very interesting because it is also very complex, and also Australian dollars in many currency pairs is testing very oversold areas, let's say. So it has to recover in a way or another. The next one will be on Wednesday, August 2nd, New Zealand dollar. We are going to have data related with New Zealand. Also here we have the unemployment rate. These are the unemployment data. And also it is expected that they may have a slowdown on employment change. However, many countries are already recovering related with these figures, and probably we may see also positive impact on the New Zealand dollar as well. The most important part that I would like to point out during Wednesday will be the ADP employment change. From 497, it is expected to be 188. However, despite the fact that this is correlated in a positive way with the non-farm payroll data that we are going to have on Friday, we have to be very, very careful because during the previous time the market was anticipating a big increase on the non-farm payroll data, but they were not in line with the ADP numbers. So this is overall what we have to be careful. On Thursday, we have the trade balance from Australia here. Probably this is with red, but the market impact during the previous month was not in line with the color. So probably they will not push the market as we may expect here. And the market catalyst that can also create some price volatility could be consumer price index. This is a very important indicator during this time because this is related with the Swiss. It is expected that from 1.7 it will be 1.6%. However, it is very strange overall because we can never know how the market may move during this period of time, during these numbers. The problem is because the consumer price index related with the Swiss franc is manipulated a lot from the Swiss National Bank. So the Swiss National Bank is just manipulating the market by holding a very strong currency pair, a very strong, let's say, Swiss franc across all the currency board. This is why we have to be careful because they can do something dirty again as they are already doing. So it is difficult to talk about the possible impact that we may have. Also, Swiss franc is already overvalued so far. We may see a possible correction, but I don't think that we should be very confident that it is going to be weak anytime soon. So let's be careful about the Swiss pairs. And also on Thursday, during the opening of the US market, 1 hour and 30 minutes before the opening of the US market, we will have the Bank of England interest rate decision. It is expected that they may increase the interest rates from 5% to 5.25%. The chances are very high, despite the fact that the inflation is slowing down and the market anticipated that probably they will stop hiking the interest rates. Despite the fact that they may increase the interest rates, it is not supposed that the currency will get stronger. So we have to be careful also from their decision because they are not sharing anything new, but they are speculating with the news as well. I don't see any significant data here as well, so just stay out. And on Friday, the most important event will be related with the Reserve Bank of Australia monetary policy statement. They will interpret the decision taken on Tuesday, as you can see. It will be important, but the most important part will be tomorrow during the opening of European market. Also on Friday, we are going to have retail sales from Eurozone, as you can see here, very interesting overall. And the most important part from Friday will be related with the non-farm payroll data and also the employment data from Canada as well. So both of these will be the focus for the rest of the week on these two big currency pairs. And the focus probably on the non-farm payroll data will stop the price on many currency pairs related with the USD this week. Because we all know that the market tends to focus too much during the non-farm payroll data. Thank you to everyone that is joining right now. Thank you so much. So let's get back on our charts and let's see what is going to happen. The first one that we are going to look at is dollar index. On a bigger time frame, as you may see, during the previous live streaming that I shared this analysis, we were expecting for a possible bullish wave from this zone here, but it was also very complex related with the situation that is covering the market. However, we may see that the price is already reacting bullish. We had the first bullish movement, and in this way, this is increasing the chances that we may see this type of moves up and down, and probably the market will increase up to the Z wave again. On a lower time frame, as you may see, because this is a bigger time frame that we are looking at, during all these days, the price already stopped above this structural support area, and this is increasing the chances that the price may increase further. Any problem at all. So the chances will get very high that we may see the US dollar getting stronger if the non-farm payroll data will come out close to these numbers here. So let's see. Let's hope that the price will stop the bearish movement above this zone, above 101.6. Otherwise, we may have any other transformation here. The most important part that I'm looking as a possible resistance area will be the top of the structure that corresponds also with the Z wave completion of the bigger picture. So let's see. So far, this is holding. It looks bullish so far. The next one that I have selected from the currency pairs is Euro USD. We have to be very careful with Euro USD because the price is creating a large corrective structure on a daily zone, as you can see here. Price is moving up and down. And on a lower time frame, after the ECB interest rate decision and also after FOMC, the market reacting during Thursday in a very aggressive way. This is the wave that was created after the ECB interest rate decision. Despite the fact that they increased the interest rates, the monetary policy statement is the same because they should not change in only 1 month and a half. So it is not expected because the situation is already recovering for all the countries, so they will not make big changes. We saw this big movement here. Overall, the US is doing a lot better compared to Eurozone, so I understand why this happened. But it was a real surprise because it didn't move only Euro USD or Euro related pairs, but the problem was that during Thursday, all the charts moved in a crazy way by invalidating many beautiful patterns that were taking a shape. So during Friday, the same movement was transmitted. It was very strange how it happened. And today we can see that the market is getting back to normality. However, despite the fact what happened, we may see that Euro USD is not clear yet. Price is still holding very strong, and as long as the price will be below this area, the chances will get higher that it may move down further. However, we have to be very careful because it is not showing anything yet so far. So look at what the price is already doing here. Only if this zone will hold, then we may see Euro USD moving down from this price position. There is nothing at all so far, so I don't see anything interesting yet. So let's stay away and let's be careful. So far this is only bearish and it is not showing bullish signs yet for Euro USD. It could be related also with the fact that the market may anticipate data related with USD. Sorry, we have also the ADP employment numbers, and probably it can push the price also in advance here. And despite the fact that the GDP from the Eurozone today was, let's say, above expectations, it was 0.6, as you can see, year to date for the second quarter. It was 0.3% from 0.2 expected, preliminary again, for the quarterly numbers. We can see that euro didn't recover at all. So probably this is adding more the chances for a possible bearish movement here. So let's see if the price is going to create something clearer during this period of time. But so far, this is still holding on the bearish side. Just one moment. Bilal is asking about CAD yen. Yes, I may check it. It's not a problem. Hello, Florian. Thank you so much for joining. Hello to everyone. The next one that I prepared, probably This is also related with the yen pairs, considering that Bilal is asking about CAD yen, as you can see. Today I posted also euro yen. We have to be very careful because the Bank of Japan didn't share anything interesting related with the yen pairs. So they said several times that we are going to intervene in the market, we are going to change the yield curve and different things, but they are not doing anything at all. The market during the previous week created this movement by anticipating a possible change on the interest rate, on the yield curve, sorry. And as I also warned during after the news, the price had chances to test the top, and here we have the price that is testing the top again. The problem is that from different websites, many big websites are still posting different comments from the Bank of Japan and from different institutions that they have to intervene in the market. They are watching closely the market, the value of the yen pairs. However, this is getting very boring because they lied several times, and I don't think this is good for the market. So everyone is not trusting them anymore. However, in these conditions, probably the price may react close to the area that we are looking at here for euro yen, as you can see. The chances can be higher that the price can test the top close to 157.90 and we may see another big movement or probably a small movement, so we can see also for smaller targets. As long as the Bank of Japan will not take further steps during this period of time, I don't think that the market is going to change the direction of the yen pair. So we may see the yen pairs to create strange moves. This is very risky overall as a scenario. It can move down for type of intraday trading. I don't suggest this at all to hold this trade for a longer period of time. So far the price is showing some resistance here, a small sell-off. However, we may see the retest of the top and probably it can begin moving down. The bearish move so far can be very slowly, but on the other hand, we have to be very careful with long positions because it can happen like the previous time that the Bank of Japan may come out as a surprise and they can block everyone on the long positions and the price this time will not stop without moving down as a minimum 1000 pips or probably even more because it is overextended in extreme conditions. So this is overall what I'm looking at. So far only short-term trades. Thank you so far for the nice comments. Just one moment. The next one that we are going to look at, that is also in line with euro yen, is also CAD yen. As you can see, the price moved down. This is an old analysis that I shared when the price was close to the top. The problem at this moment is that everything is still related with the Bank of Japan. So we may see that the price is still recovering. When I posted this during the previous time, the price was near the top. As you can see, it was a mix of yen pairs. Just one moment. Because also USD yen performed very well as expected. It was risky, but it moved down. And also CAD yen moved down as expected. What is happening in these conditions, because we are looking at for possible bearish opportunities, is that the price is not taking a pause at all for the moment. We have to be careful also on CAD yen, considering that we have the big harmonic pattern that already was completed, we may see the price for all the CAD pairs to test 109.40, and the chances will get higher that it may move down again. However, the bearish movement will happen only from the Bank of Japan, and that is why we have to be careful with the CAD pairs. So far, this is not showing anything yet. It's very complex. I don't see anything yet. We can see that we have a new structure high here. The chances are very high that this new price may hold, and this will push the price to the next structure. However, considering both problems that we are facing, on one side is the market, on the other one is the Bank of Japan, we have to be careful because we may see price reaction from the top again. So this is the only view that I have for the CAD yen until it will create something different, developments. The Bank of Japan was during the previous week, it was on Friday, so already finished. We don't have any meeting anymore, but probably they can do something special that they did during the previous year, and we may have any surprise from them, so it is not supposed that they will send something in particular. So let's be careful. During all these days, I was looking at also US 100 or Nasdaq. On a weekly chart, the price is already showing that we may have a possible bearish movement, but we have to be very careful because this harmonic pattern is on a weekly time frame. So we don't have any specific price, let's say, or any specific reaction here for the moment. However, the picture is showing that we may see any correction. It doesn't matter if this is going to be big or small for the moment. And if we are going to break this down on a lower time frame, we may see that the price tested this during the previous time, and we can see that this is already reacting so far. So despite the fact that we are in a very strong bullish trend, probably the price will spend some time here before the next bearish movement, but it is not ready yet for the moment. So also on a lower time frame, we can see that we are still on a very high bullish volume. So the market is not giving up at all on indexes. That is why we have to be patient, we have to be careful. We may see also the price to spend time before it moves down. One problem for this week is related with the non-farm payroll data that we have to focus, and another problem is that we are also on August and the volume of the current season is still very, very bad. So we can face also speculations and different things. So that is why we have to be very careful. Just a moment. This is why we have to be very careful during this period of time. We may see US 100 to move down, but we have to be also careful about the entry point because it is not ready yet at this moment. Another one that I'm looking at is also New Zealand dollar USD. Despite the fact that we had this bearish movement during Thursday and Friday, we can see that the price already created a bullish reaction from 0.6120. However, I think that we have to be very careful. The initial price reaction was bullish, and the chances will get higher that the price may increase further again. However, we have to be careful because we are having different scenarios. So the pattern so far is showing that New Zealand and USD dollar may increase further. And on the other hand, we are having the dollar index and US Euro USD that are showing for possible strength on the USD. So this will be, let's say, very complex overall. It is not an easy scenario, despite the fact that we have this picture and the price respected this area. Probably it can reach our targets before the non-farm payroll data, and it can move down for correction during the non-farm payroll data. So there are many scenarios how the price can develop. However, with the current data here that we may see, we have to be careful because the price is only showing for a possible bullish movement at this moment. So if you join somewhere close to the bottom of the pattern, it is better if you move stops at break even, or if you joined here, because we can never know how the price may react from this position with New Zealand USD. So it is not an easy scenario. It's very complex overall. I would really like to be very careful here. And another one that I wanted to share with all of you, this is another analysis that I shared also as an educational material during these days for a possible range trading opportunity. This is also related with the Swiss franc that is manipulated too much from the Swiss National Bank, and that is why we have to be very careful. What is happening since a long period of time on a daily chart is that we can see that price is testing this area over and over again on a daily chart, and this is increasing the chances that we may see the bullish movement also from this point. So it will be very interesting. Probably the Swiss CPI data that we are going to have from Swiss, probably they may begin the bullish movement from this moment. When I shared during the previous week, the price was close to the bottom, and as you can see, we already have a small bullish movement that is approximately 100 pips since when it was published. However, what is very important is that we need to understand that we may see also any bigger correction before the price will rise further here. So there are many scenarios, but the chances are that we can see the price to increase again. The chances are very high that we may see GBP CAD to complete this bigger picture here. So here we have the support from below that is located near 1.1030 and the resistance located close to 1.1460, 1.1530. So it is not a wide resistance and wide support zone, but overall the range between these 2 points is very large. This is approximately 400 pips overall. So for a possible long-term trading opportunity, or medium-term, let's say, up to 1 month or 2 months, this is the movement that we may see on GBP Chief. However, everything is related also from the news events that we are going to have during these days, so it can reach the target also earlier. So this is overall. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis for today. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I will try also to do another live stream before the non-farm payroll data, and let's see what is going to happen. We need to see the price to develop more also on other currencies as well. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you. Bye bye.